Welcome back to my channel. So, first of all, a very happy Diwali to you and your family. I hope that this Diwali brings a lot of abundance in your life and fulfills it in the best possible way. And I hope that your life gets the desired amount of light and happiness. I hope that this Diwali will help you to get through these darkest times and help you to get the light at the end of the tunnel. So, in this video, we're going to talk about the books that I'm currently obsessed with. After this video, I'm going to make a video dedicated upon those books in order to give you the best review so that you can be able to differentiate about the books and also get to know which book you are gonna pick next, and also about the Victoria's Secret fashion show that took place just recently. And I was so freaking enamored by this time's collection that it was totally incomprehensible for me to express in words to you all, because it was so ethereal, beautiful, incredible, and out of the world collection. I loved the lingerie outlooks this time. Seriously, much better than the previous one. And also the songs that I'm totally obsessed right now. So without further ado, let's start the songs that I'm currently obsessed with. And those are Eyes Closed by Zayn Malik and Jisoo. When this song dropped, I also dropped everything and went to my YouTube to switch on the video and to listen to that on full volume, because it was unexpected. Like Jisoo and Zen Malik, I've never even thought that Zen Malik will go for a collaboration with Blackpink's member. And oh my god, they delivered. They came and left no crumbs. The lyrics are so good. Like if you just close your eyes and feel that song pouring in your ears, you will feel so much of calm. Next, we are having Just Keep Watching by Tate McRae. Now, the obsession with this song has started from the very beginning of the F1 movie. When I watched F1 movie, I was obsessed with that song at that point of time, because after watching that film, or sorry, before watching that film, that song was going all and all in my Spotify's playlist. The vibes, the energetic thrill, the power that actually comes with that song is so good. Next, we are having Supernatural Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande's angelic voice in this song adds more power to the song's lyrics, and it just feels so good. And I feel a lot more at peace when I listen to this song. I normally listen to this song at night time. So the next songs that we're talking about are Midnight Sun, Girl's Girl, and Crush. And these are my favorite songs from Zara Larsson's latest album, Midnight Sun. Now summer has gone long before, okay, but this album brought the summer back to life because the songs are that much summer centric. Crush has to be the summer song of this year, in my point of view. Listen to it if you haven't yet. Next, we are having Panuari, and it's then like a holy theme song, the like Chef's Kiss. Taylor Swift's latest album, The Life of the Showgirl. My favorites are Cancelled, The Fate of Ophelia. The Fate of Ophelia is living in my mind rent free, okay? And if you haven't watched my shorts, please go and watch my shorts, because I have made one short on The Fate of Ophelia. So please go and watch it. And then we are having also The Eldest Daughter too by Taylor Swift from The Life of the Show. So good. And the most shocking part is that it has the featuring of Sabrina Carpenter in The Life of the Show, the title track. Amazing. But nothing beats that and Jesus. Then we are having Tit for Tat by Tate McRae. So Tate McRae's Tit for Tat is actually directed at her ex Kid Laroi. In song towards Kid Laroi's Coldplay's, like it's kind of a response to his Coldplay named song. Then we're having Rahe Hum Na Rahe from Thama. So good, so good. That Amitabh Bhattacharya, you are a god. Okay, you are a god when it comes to lyrics. So romantic, so ethereal. Like I actually got goosebumps all over my body when I first listened to this song. So good, and I'm very excited for the film Thama. Release from Shawn Mendes, and that is Home, and which is again a collab between Eddie Benjamin and Shawn Mendes. It was such a beautiful track that I can't explain in words right now. So good, so haunting. The lyrics are so man. They are like sometimes I wonder how the lyricists or how the singers came up with so moving lyrics. And the last but not the least in this list is Benson Bones' song Mystical Magical. It's a fun kind of song with deep touching lyrics, so get ready to listen to the song if you haven't yet. So please go and listen to all of these songs and tell me which one you have liked the most. So the books that I have just recently finished or I'm in the midst of finishing, and those are, first is the Let from the Billionaire series by Lauren Asher. It's a trilogy set books and it is actually based upon the three billionaires that are based in the Lake Wisteria. Okay, and oh my god, the world that has been created by Lauren Asher in this is so magical, and all the heroes are so good, and the female characters are really strong here, and the tension among the characters have been written so eloquently that it totally pulls the readers into the books from the start. So the first book in this series stars Julian Lopez and Dahlia Munoz. So, and it's actually based on a lot of tropes like forced proximity, childhood rivals to friends, then to again enemies, and then to finally lovers. And like found family is also there. A little bit of mental health illness as well as representation of grief is also there. So the second book in the Lakefront Billionaire series is Love Unwritten, and this stars Rafael Lopez and Ellie Sinclair. Now Rafael Lopez is the cousin of Julian Lopez, and Ellie Sinclair was a former singer, but she had to leave everything behind in LA because of a deep betrayal that she faced from one of her friends, that is Eva Rose, who was also the singer, grew up in the same Lake Wisteria town, but made it big in the pop industry with the help of Ellie Sinclair, but didn't give any credit to her and literally kicked her to the curb. So obviously she had to take the job for the nanny for Rafael Lopez's child Nico. Now Nico is such a sweetheart also of this book. It was so good. And the next we're having the Love Arrange. Now this actually stars the third billionaire of Lake Wisteria, and that is Lorenzo Vittori and Dahlia Munoz's sister Lily Munoz. So it's a fake dating kind of trope. So good. Again, the forced proximity and strong heroine is there, man. Loved it. Loved the series. A total 5 out of 5 stars from my side. Next, we are having Neva Altad's uh, like Perfectly Imperfect series. So I have read only 2 books out of the 8 books that are in this series. So the first is the Painted Scars. It actually stars the Pakhan of the Bratwa and a woman, or a very strong woman, okay, and she was actually kind of involved into all of this mafia deliberately by accidentally, if you ask me, but you need to read this book to find out more, and in the next video obviously I'm going to give more detail into this book. So here, that is Romeo and Nina's romance is going to take you to the world of the mafia, specifically in the Bratva's age. So the next book in this series is Broken Whispers. It stars Romeo's one of the most trusted men, Mikhail, and who is in charge of the drug distribution. For the people who are not familiar with the internal workings of the Bratva, he is actually in the charge of the drug distribution, but in real, he is in far more precarious and menacing position. And on the heroine part, we are having Bianca. So she is from the Italian area, and it's actually based upon the marriage for convenience trope and boy obsessed. That Mikhail was obsessed with Bianca from the very beginning. So Bianca is the mute heroine, okay, and Mikhail is a scarred man. So that's why there is the name of the Broken Whispers, and it was really emotional. This book we are having Big Burrow and Still by Sarah Adams. Now, warm, cozy book that will actually felt like a warm blanket wrapped around you in a bleak winter evening. So, Big Burrow and Still is the third book in the When in Rome series by Sarah Adams. If you haven't read the previous two books, When in Rome and Practice Makes Perfect, I highly recommend you to go and read the two books before jumping to this one. So this book follows two rival teachers, Jake and Emily. So they were rivals, okay, but when did this rivalry turn into a cozy attraction between them? We never know. But the writer knows how to make it possible. When an email accidentally gets to Jake from Emily, things turn upside down in Emily's life, and Emily had to agree upon for a stupid plan in her point of view with Jack. So, the next book we are having The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. Again, an emotional and gut wrenching book, but I know that it's not going to disappoint you by not a single bit, okay? This book is so good. It's totally heart moving, and the character, Greg, oh my god. I am like, whenever I remember about this character, I still feel like that my eyes are getting misty, like, well, so emotional, like, but 4.5 out of 5 stars for me. And if you are planning to start Franz Kafka, I recommend you to start Franz Kafka by selecting this book, The Metamorphosis. And then we having How to Make Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. After a long period of time, I have chosen a self-improvement book, and I thought that it's going to disappoint me, but it proved me wrong, because this book is really useful, like, at least for us, the people who are actually looking towards creating a network, because your network is your net worth. It can get you to the levels where you have never even thought about before. Next is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkinson. Now, this is the book I am reading right now, and I'm not going to give you more about this book, but I can say that it's a cool romance book, woman fiction, as well as it's about a fictional woman astronaut, Joan. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video. Now, let's talk about this year's Victoria's Secret fashion show. It has to be in the top 5 in my point of view till date, so eloquently and so impeccably presented this year. Both the opening and the closing of this year's Victoria's Secret fashion show is, has to be something out of the world. The opening, like Jasmine Chokes being heavily pregnant, opening the Victoria's Secret fashion show with a seashell shaped lingerie look. It was so ethereal, powerful, and it actually conveyed that we women have the power to create life inside ourselves, and we should always be grateful for that power. Closing is Bella Hadid carrying a 50 lbs wings, 50-pound wings. Can you even imagine the weight that she had to shoulder upon at that point of time? And obviously, she looked unsteady and also a little bit ashamed, because of the heavy weight. I actually missed Kendall Jenner, then Taylor Hill so much. Even Victoria's Secret was also not there. This time, all the looks sucked. Like starting from Alexandra Ambrosio, Liu Wen, Alex Consani, then Adriana Lima, Emilia Gray, all the models sucked so much. Even Barbara Ferraria was there. She actually debuted. Balvin also looked so beautiful in all of the two looks that she actually served this year. Like overall, it was a grandiose one this time, and I loved especially Missy Elliott's electrifying performance and Carol G's sensual performance. Also, Medicine Beer's angelic voice. Like, oh my god, I was actually totally transported to the heaven. That's all for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Have a great Diwali, and please make sure to have a safe Diwali, and also ensure that the animals that are nearby your house are living peacefully. So until then, loads of love and happiness from my side. Bye.